Hey everyone, John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the pre-licensing real estate courses and exam prep materials from AceableAgent. I've spent a good amount of time using and reviewing their courses, so now it's time to discuss whether I think AceableAgent is worth the money. And just as a quick note, since this is just a shorter video review, if you find you need some more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written review over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight AceableAgent Review. It's the quickest way to find it. Okay, so let's get right into this review. Rather than wasting your time running down a list of included study materials and features that you likely already know about, I'm instead just going to focus on what I see as the biggest strengths and weaknesses of the AceableAgent courses and prep materials after testing them out, because ultimately I think that's going to be more helpful for you to determine whether AceableAgent is going to be the right online real estate school for you and your learning style. So with that in mind, let's start with the positives. And the first one is usually the most critical factor. Cost. You want to spend as little as possible in order to get your license, and the good news is that AceableAgent isn't going to break the bank. Now obviously the cost of the company's packages does vary by state and the number of pre-licensing hours required, but let's just go ahead and compare AceableAgent against some of their primary competitors so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So Aceable's most popular option for Texas, their deluxe package, costs around $580, while the comparable package from Colibri for Texas is priced closer to $740. Likewise for California, Aceable's deluxe package costs around $300, whereas Kaplan's comparable package for California is closer to $400. So that gives you an idea how much cheaper the courses from AceableAgent are as compared to others in the industry. Plus, it's worth mentioning that AceableAgent regularly offers sales and special promotions, so do make sure to look for coupon codes before buying. In fact, I'll actually do my best to keep the description down below the video screen updated with the most current discount codes that I can find, so make sure to check that out and save yourself some money if you decide to go with AceableAgent. I usually see their packages discounted anywhere from 10 to 20% off. Okay, so next up, I like how AceableAgent varies their delivery methods. So rather than simply providing some boring, lengthy PDF for you to read like other online real estate schools that we've reviewed, they really keep you guessing as to what's coming next, which in my opinion is great for keeping you actively involved and engaged. Plus, I like how Aceable keeps each slide or page within the lessons very short and concise. The material is presented in bite-sized, digestible chunks so you don't slip into a boring, repetitive framework. Alright, so next up, strength number 3 is that I think Aceable is an excellent choice for auditory learners. So as I just mentioned a minute ago, Aceable provides audio narration for the text portions of their lessons, which I'm a huge fan of. You don't need to spend hours reading like you do with other online real estate schools. They do the work for you. Plus, the narrator of the lessons is actually pretty good. It's not some boring AI voice talking at you. The narrator actually uses inflection and pauses and tone to get his points across, almost as if you were listening to a podcast or an audiobook, which I think is awesome. Just nice that your eyes don't have to be glued to your phone or computer at all times. You can give your eyes a rest and knock out chapters while you're walking your dog or gardening or just doing the dishes. And to piggyback on that point, the Aceable mobile app is actually pretty awesome as well. Other real estate schools, like the CE Shop for example, don't even have a mobile app. So between the podcast style lessons and the fact that they offer a stellar mobile app, I just think that Aceable is the best online real estate school for people who need to be able to complete lessons and study for their state exams on the go. And by the way, if you want to see some examples of what the mobile app looks like, or you want to check out what Aceable's lessons are all about, make sure to check out that full detailed written review that I mentioned earlier. I'll have it linked down below in the description for you. I have screenshots and examples over there for you to check out so you can get a better feel for what to expect. Okay, so last up here, strength number 5, I like that Aceable offers an ACE or don't pay guarantee. So essentially, if you sign up for one of Aceable's courses, complete all of the hours required within the course, and then subsequently don't pass your state licensing exam after 3 attempts within 90 days of completing the course, then the company will refund your money. Not all real estate schools offer this type of guarantee, so I thought I'd mention it. Alright, so those are the major strengths of the Aceable courses. So now let's turn the tables and talk about the weaknesses. And number 1 is the fact that Aceable doesn't cover as many states as some of their competitors. As I'm filming this, I believe the company only offers pre-licensing courses for like 14 states, whereas some of their competitors like Colibri and Kaplan cover almost the entire map. So definitely make sure to check that Aceable actually offers courses for your state before going any further. Then, number 2, all of Aceable's content is 100% online and self-paced, meaning there's no one there to hold your hand. You're in the driver's seat and you have to stay on track. There are no live classes or even hard copy study materials. So I'd say if you're more of an old school type of learner that prefers hard copy prep books so you can highlight key points, dog ear important pages, and take notes in the margins, then you might want to go in a different direction. And it's the same story if you're not the self-starter type and instead need a set live class schedule to hold yourself accountable. Now, to be fair, if you opt for one of Aceable's premium packages, you do get access to live webinars and Q&A sessions, but still, it's not quite the same as well thought out, organized classes. And lastly, I just wish that within the Aceable digital platform and mobile app that there was an easier way to take notes to review later. Instead, you sort of have to keep notes yourself in a separate Word doc or physical notebook. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, but it is a small annoyance that I thought I'd mention. And that about does it for the detail in this review, so let's get to my final verdict. But before I hit you with that, I do just want to mention that since you're studying to get your real estate license, every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free course to one lucky person. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to get entered, but just know it takes like 10 seconds and hey, you never know, you could win yourself a totally free pre-licensing course and save yourself some money. Okay, final verdict time. Are the pre-licensing courses and exam prep materials from AceableAgent worth it? Well, after using and reviewing the company's courses and study materials, I think the answer is yes. Not only are their courses reasonably priced, but I also really like how Aceable delivers their educational content in a variety of ways, especially the podcast-style lessons. Plus, they've got a modern, easy-to-use mobile app. Honestly, if you consider yourself a new school type of learner that likes to study on the go, it's just plain hard to beat AceableAgent. Really, the only circumstances in which I'd steer you away from Aceable is if you either want live classes or print materials. But other than that, the courses from Aceable are rock solid. But anyway, I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something about AceableAgent. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full, detailed written review that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com, or you can check out the other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of great video content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.